This is Q.I.Q, the question in question. Brought to you by TherapyBites Art Lab. Here to take a bite out of modern-day pseudo-psychological psycho-malarkey. Now entering the Art Lab studio, today's T-Ballers, a collection of fellow strugglers, confronting personal challenges, navigating precarious relationships, and tackling trauma. Humans like each of us, juggling difficult human emotions, each here with unique life experiences, lived stories, and questions we'll bite into that just might help you too. And now, entering the Art Lab studio for the 9,880th time is the host of TherapyBites Q.i.Q, Doc Heath.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of QiQ. I'm excited to be here. How about you? Thank you guys that streamed this from Twitter, and welcome the folks streaming this on LinkedIn and Facebook and of course YouTube, and that's where it lives, on YouTube. And we welcome all you guys and gals and T-ballers, TherapyBites Art Labbers, to follow our channel on YouTube. We have videos there that you can't find anywhere else, and hopefully we have them nicely cataloged and categorized just for you. That's where we put our executive espresso caffeinated conversations with Dr. Heath. That's me, that we have every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central. And then sometimes we have a double header. I think one of these days we have a triple header coming up where we'll do one at 9, one at 10, and one at 11. And we like to have on there business leaders, movers, shakers, changers that tell you guys how to embiggen your lives, your businesses, and your relationships. But thank you for being here. If you can't be here live, that's okay. Thank you for watching the replay. We're very grateful to you for doing that, and share it out to somebody that, I don't know, just wants to have some good old-fashioned fun with some really cool, I mean, I know we're biased, really cool psychological concepts. Let's go to the board, and as always, we'll introduce the categories. QiQ, that stands for Couch Crumbs Questions and Couch Crumbs Quotes. Creature Feature, which is some neat psychological concepts embodied in some special creatures like gnats and ants that we created. Social Media Smackdown. Fresh from the Therapy Couch Real Life Stories. Couch Crumbs, that's our newsletter, which is coming out this Friday, by the way. And if you want to copy that, all you have to do is text your email to 1-870-686-4196. Free newsletter. We just do it for fun. We do it to help. We do it to share out some things that you might not get anywhere else. And then our final category is Neuro, also known as Psych Secrets. So we'll go to the board and pick our first item here, which is from QiQ, Couch Crumbs Quotes, Couch Crumbs Questions. And this is actually one of those, but you have to guess the question. We don't give that away. Whoops, I thought if I clicked it would do it, but it didn't. It's coming up now. We'll go to the timer and pop it up on the screen there. One of my favorite people in the field of psychology, and this is for 400 Psy coins. You can save those up and get free merchandise, t-shirts, stickers, coffee cups, caps. Gosh, what else do we have? We're designing a sweater. You can get that too. That's a secret. It's not a secret anymore, but we'll have that up pretty soon also. We try to be clever with some of our concepts. This theorist for 400 Psy coins is a doodler. Who doesn't like to doodle? And he doodled a picture where they stood in third place to two other major mental health theorists, one of which was also famous for being a doodler, and I have his big red book right up there. I wish I could grab it. I'd show it to you. It's literally a big red book, one of the most famous books in psychology. Gosh, did that time go by quickly. But the question is, I don't think we have any respondents just yet. Nope, not yet. But the question is, who was, oh my gosh, took the words right out of my mouth, William. It is William won, I'm typing this in here so we can keep track of it, 600 PCs. And of course, you guys, you can save that up. Congratulations, William. And once again, William, thanks for the watermelon. Cave seed of watermelon, best on the planet. We'll have to see what kind of watermelon Elon Musk grows when we get to Mars. Maybe they'll be better. Maybe they'll be red. Oh, wait. They're already red here. This one actually was yellow on the inside, that is. I'm about to have some right after my bike ride this evening. Hey, by the way, how are you guys enjoying the heat? It was a nice crispy 101 degrees here today. I think the heat index was 110. I'm going to go from a bike ride probably at 7:45. I'm hoping it is cooled off to a chilly, 95 degrees maybe. But I'm going to go. I'm all electrolyted up and BCAA'd up. That's branched chain amino acids. And actually took some extra vitamin C. Keep your electrolytes up when it's hot out there. And by the way, for you pet lovers, pet owners, even people that don't have pets, don't leave your pets out in the heat without shade and water, and certainly don't leave them in a vehicle. And so just watch after your pets. It can reach in a vehicle that's turned off. Really dangerous temps, 150 degrees or more. Watch your children. And here's a quick tip. If you got a baby or a baby puppy or a baby kid in your vehicle, take off your left shoe. You drive with your right foot. Take off your left shoe. Put your left shoe in the back seat. I guarantee you, you won't forget that, because when you step out on the asphalt, you'll remember you're missing a shoe. It's in the back seat right along with the most precious cargo you'll ever carry, which is your kiddo or your kitty or your puppy dog. Watch out for your pets. So let's go back to the board, and just a little public service announcement there to protect our furry friends. This is going to come from Creature Feature. I'll put up on the board. We'll have just a brief break, and it is for 600 Psy coins. You can kind of twist and noodle your canoodle while we are on this break to see if you can come up with the answer here, and we'll be right back after this.
If you are a fellow human struggling with difficult emotions, a fracturing relationship, parenting problem, mental health difficulty, have a psychotherapy from hell story to tell, or a challenging life experience question, and would like to share your story by stepping up to bat as a T-baller, either register by texting Q.i.Q to 1-870-686-4196 and join our Therapy Bites community, or send a postcard with your name, address, phone number, email address, and age to the address on the screen. Therapy Bites, Q.i.Q, P.O. Box 1391, Jonesboro, Arkansas, 72403-1391.
Yep, and we love those postcards. Keep them coming. Okay, for 600 Psy coins, this little critter has 3 heads and represents the unholy trinity. The unholy trinity, I say, of cognitive distortions. Yes, it's a bit of a trick question, and the timer's winding down to 1. And since I don't have any respondents here, what is fortune telling, mind reading, and the catastrophizing gnat? We have a fortune telling gnat, the mind reading gnat, and actually it's the catastrophizing ant. I'll have to change that. The ant's the little ant we have up on some of our merchandise that has a bazooka. What ant doesn't need a bazooka? And we do that to show, to try to put in real terms, kind of that these cognitive distortions are like little critters that sabotage your mind. And the unholy trinity is fortune telling, thinking you know what's going to happen; mind reading, thinking that you know what someone else is thinking; and catastrophizing, thinking everything's a level 10 when it is not. Let's go back to the board, and this item is going to come from Social Media Smackdown for 400 Psy coins. And yes, you guys know that I love my debates, and it's all for educational purposes only. Don't take debates. Don't take baits. Don't take. You should take your bait fishing. Don't take debates personal on social media. I mean, it's all just pixels and a pattern on a page, right? Let's go to our timer, and I'll put this up on the board. The answer is, this is a brand new psychomalarkey meme, which is really just the cognitive distortions of mind reading. We just talked about that. And catastrophizing. We just talked about that. That someone's behavior. Oh, gosh, I need to have better grammar there, don't I? That someone's behavior is meant simply to lead you on. And I personally just heard about this, I don't know, maybe a month ago. But social media really loves its labels. And we like to remind people that when you label somebody, you really blur your vision. For instance, when you use terms like a gaslighter, that really limits your vision for seeing what's really going on. And on that point, with gaslighting, literally that means someone has the ability to make you think something against your will. I think not. No one has that type of psychic, kinesthetic ability. Is it kinesthetic? Psychokinetic. It's been a long time since parapsychology. Psychokinetic. I'll get my tongue wrapped around my eye teeth and I can't see a word that I'm saying, as my dad always said. But this psychomalarkey term is what is breadcrumbing. The belief that you know someone's just leading you on. What's the best way to know that? Well, you could ask them. We're given words for a reason. And the reason for that is we do not have the ability to read the mind of someone else. The term is, or the correct response is, what is breadcrumbing? Back at the board, the next item here comes from Fresh from the Therapy Couch. And hey, it is a big one for 800 Psycoins. And I'll put the answer up on the board and see if our watchers or followers or listeners, I guess you have to listen and watch at the same time because this is a live feed. Or I guess you could just have your earbuds in. I hope you're not watching while you're driving. That would definitely be unsafe. I'm going to pop this up here. I'm going to pop this up here in the chat. We'll take a quick little break, and we'll be back as you guys let your noggins go to work on.
If you plan on being in the local area of your podcast player app and would like complimentary tickets to the TherapyBites Q.i.Q Art Lab studio audience, please search TherapyBites on your device and just smash that subscribe button. Your complimentary ticket grants you access to alerts so you'll never miss a show.
And a lot of parents do this. I mean, people do it in relationships all the time. This is typically where this particular cognitive distortion takes place. It is one of the most dangerous. We actually did just talk about it. I should have given a spoiler alert. And it is, I didn't put it up on the board, did I? This is something about which parents think they have psychic ability, and they attempt to mind read regarding their children's assimilating new information. In other words, they try to tell themselves that they know what their child is thinking. Oh, my child's trying to get away with something. Oh, my child doesn't love me. Oh, my child hates me. Oh, my child just doesn't get it, just doesn't understand it. All of that is mind reading. And again, what we're proposing is just, I don't know, I guess it's an outlandish idea. Have a conversation. As they say in kindergarten, use your words, Mom. Use your words, Dad. Let's go back to the board. We'll pick up the next item here. William almost got part of it right. Said, what is fortune? That's a type of cognitive distortion, but this one is called what is mind reading. This next one here comes from the Couch Crumbs newsletter. We haven't had one on that in a while. But again, if you want to subscribe to the newsletter, well, all you got to do is email your, well, not email, text. What am I thinking? Text your email address to 1-870-686-4196. And let me see if I could grab this and cut and paste. Copy. And here we go. I'll put it up in the chat first so you can have a gander. What is a gander? I guess a gander is a look. You can have a look. And we'll go here to the timer. Once again, thank you guys joining us from LinkedIn. Glad to have you. Glad to have you folks on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. These are the 4 Ds that we need to delete from relationship communication. Gosh, we've talked a lot about communication this evening. Go back and replay this. Maybe it will help your relationships. The 3 biggest things that fuel relationships are communication, and you got it, more communication. Once again, the 4 Ds, and we're counting down. These are the divorce attorney's best friend. No offense to divorce attorneys, but Once I tell you what they are, these are your best friends. And if you will get these out of your relationships, I say out of your relationship, well, you'll see your relationship get healthier, grow, and flourish. It'll more deeply cultivate your relationship. And those are, guess what? Deny, dismiss, deflect, and debate. When your loved one, your spouse, wife, husband, even your children, shares something with you, instead of denying it, oh, that didn't happen, dismissing it, oh, that's silly, deflecting it, I'm not a doo-doo head, you're a doo-doo head too, or debating it as if you're on a witness stand somewhere, why not just listen? Why not just open the floor and say, I want to hear your perspective? In what dimension or universe or even country, this one, I'm in the U.S., by the way, did others' perspectives become dangerous to us? We seem to have become allergic to the perspectives of others, and that's very dangerous. I think we have this thing in the U.S. It's called the Bill of Rights. And let's go back to the board. We have one more to go. And it comes, of course, from Nero, also known as Psych Secrets. And, hey, this is a whopper, too. And it is, I'm going to get it up there, and then you guys will be able to read it while we take one final little break, as we always do. And we'll be right back after this.
Premier accommodations for our T-Ball contributors provided electronically by the luxurious Art Lab Studio, overlooking the steaming cesspool of pseudo-psychological social media psychomalarkey and located in cyberspace on your favorite podcast hosting platform, where we invite you to the most psychomalogically thrilling podcast in town, while you feast on our award-winning psychologically nutritious buffet of TherapyBites cuisine, conscientiously cooked up by your hard-working T-Ball team chefs.
Hey, and it's not just worth 800 Psy coins, it's worth 2,400. I'll put it up on the board there. And the new research shows that this can occur following an injury and can become habit-based. Gosh, I need to have spell check on. I usually do much better than grammar. And can become habit-based, can become a habit based upon classical conditioning and can persist even after the injury has been healed, to the extent that it no longer is medically the causal factor. Say that 20 times really fast. New research shows that this can occur after an injury, and if you don't manage it correctly with PT and OT, physical therapy, occupational therapy, mainly occupational therapy, it can become conditioned, and it's something that your brain will think exists, but there's no medical foundation for it. And since we're out of time here, I'll put up on the board, and I think you'll be surprised. Maybe you've heard of it. The same thing happens with depression. It can be learned. News alert. I know we have some my colleagues out there jumping up and down, looking for their sledgehammers with which to use on me, but it is, what is learned pain? If I were to describe for you Grandma's Thanksgiving dinner, here's what would happen. A lot of you could actually begin to smell the turkey or the dressing or other parts of Grandma's Thanksgiving dinner. But there's no dinner in front of you. That is literally a memory of something that happened a long time ago, even though what happened a long time ago no longer exists. So that is learning. The same thing can happen with the, if you will, flavor of pain. You can actually learn that flavor, and the taste of pain persists, not in your knee, transmitted from your brain, not in your back, but transmitted from your brain. Learn pain. Google it, look it up, make sure it's a peer-reviewed study. Thank you guys for joining us. It is always such a lot of fun. Invite some others, play some of this stuff for them. Maybe you know some others that could use some good, solid psychological nutrition, and we'll catch you next time. Doc Heath out.
Next time on Therapy Bites Art Lab Q.i.Q, Doc Keith and T-Ball callers face off against steaming piles of pseudo-psychological psycho-malarkey directly from your favorite social media platforms, or perhaps from the psychotherapy couch of a pill-pushing, emotion-demonizing, bobble-headed, woo-woo clinician who fed their kooky Kool-Aid to you. This is Art Potto speaking. Therapy Bites Q.i.Q is a Dr. I'm a Freud Not production. Distributed by the Therapy Bites Art Lab Podcast.